If that water wet, it's got gators in it.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
There are 3 ways to make a living in this business. Be first, be smarter, or cheat.
And this one,
you fuck that up? How do you fuck that up?
what's going on, Snowman?
How are you, sir? I've been wanting to use that one for months. Hey, what am I talking about? We've been asking that question for 2.5 years.
You know, I didn't. You know, when you asked for it, man, to come on this Monday, man, I didn't expect. I knew the Caitlin Clark thing was going to be something, but I didn't expect it to be this big.
I did.
Did you? Really?
I did. I'll tell you 2 reasons why. 1, she's back. 2, they don't like her.
I know they don't like it, but
she's only missed. Given the fact that the narrative was at the end of last year,
okay,
that the Indiana Fever can win without Caitlin Clark.
Okay.
We all know how Keisha feels about that. I don't have to explain that part of the story.
Okay.
They took it and ran with it.
Okay.
In fact, they have a player by the name of Kelsey Mitchell who helped carry them to the WNBA semifinals last year. There's also Aaliyah Boston.
Well, if Leah Boston hadn't improved and hadn't anchored that team and actually sucked up the whole defense, because the whole defense was slanted toward Aaliyah Boston in the middle. Okay, they wouldn't have gotten that far.
True.
Okay.
True. I mean,
without Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston would not be the player that she is right now.
Absolutely right. They rode Aaliyah Boston all the way to Las Vegas.
They did, and darn it beat them. Darn it beat them.
You know what? I will stay with this until I go 6 feet under. And the theory is this. Had they not called a ghost foul on Aaliyah Boston in the 4th quarter, they'd have won that bitch in regulation.
They probably would have. Yeah. They probably would have. But, in WNBA, that can't play out.
They don't want to play out.
A beat up team beats the
champs.
Beats the champs. And I have to, and that's not no slight against Wilson, okay, because that team was dead. That team was dead mid-season, okay?
They were 14-14.
And they were dead. Okay.
And they were dead in the water. We were talking about a lottery pick with Las Vegas.
Yes, yeah, but by her will of character, she rode that team to a championship. So I can't take nothing from her.
I've got nothing but love for Asia Wilson. Nothing but. It's the league that pisses me off.
I don't get it. Okay, and the thing is, we watched the whole season, right? We knew Caitlin Clark was injured. We knew she probably had a torn groin muscle, and she could not play for the rest of the season. And they kept putting her on the injured reserve list like she's going to play. Everybody knew that she couldn't play.
Everybody that was anybody that really followed the league knew she was gone.
She was gone. She should have been gone the whole season. Okay. Okay. In fact, she probably after the first couple of games, okay, when they knew that she was really injured, she probably should have never even came back. But the thing is, guess what the whole league rides on, okay, as far as notoriety. And they needed that she needed that TV contract. And without her, they weren't going to get it. What?
They weren't going to get that contract without Caitlin Clark, so they needed her to play in Boston last July.
Yeah.
Because if it was in anywhere in Connecticut, if it was at Mohegan Sun Arena, they would not have gotten the eyes that they did, nor would ESPN have picked up the game.
Yeah. I know that injury very well is good because that's what ended Jerry West's career.
Yes.
Torn groin is the exact same thing, and she was walking around just like he was walking around, right? And they took a big chance with her health, man, by playing her.
Yeah. But they wanted that one game in Boston, and they sold it out.
Yeah,
they sold out the TD Garden.
So, but like I said, and somebody else said the same thing. Okay, I'm hearing what we said a long time ago being echoed, right? Okay, the WNBA runs on drama
And clothes.
and clothes. Okay,
How many? Listen, you pointed this. You pointed this out to me the night after Caitlin Clark got drafted, and we checked that, and we checked that out. You said that the WNBA is going to be run on drama and clothes now that Caitlin Clark is in the league, and we know two things about Caitlin Clark. We know the two things about Caitlin Clark that the constituents, and I'm being nice, hate. She's white and she's straight. I'll give you a third fact. She plays ball.
The thing is, okay, there are white straight players in the league. Okay,
Yeah, they are.
Kelsey Plum is white and straight. Okay, a whole bunch of white straight players in the league. Okay,
yeah.
Okay, but they and some of them are actually pretty good. Okay, but they never. I have never seen in sports, okay, such a hated player.
Yeah.
Hated by the whole league. I'm not talking about just just a team or so. I'm talking about about the whole league. I've never seen such a hated player.
I've never seen that in all the years that I have not only watched women's basketball, but I have covered women's basketball, and I've done it for 27 years now. I've never seen that. I've never seen a player get that much hate. I've never seen a player get whatever word you want to use, hate, vitriol, whatever synonym you can come up with.
Yeah. Like Reggie Jackson was disliked when he was in baseball, okay, but he was never hated to this extent, okay. And Reggie Jackson people had a very good reason for disliking Reggie Jackson. He was an arrogant son of a bitch, okay.
He was. I mean, he got the name Mr. October in 1977.
Yeah.
And since that time, Major League Baseball disliked Reggie Jackson, but he earned that nickname.
Yeah,
he
earned it, and they promoted the hell out of Reggie Jackson, but they never hated him.
Man, Reggie Jackson carried Major League Baseball until his final at bat in Chicago in 1987.
Right. So
Reggie Jackson carried Major League Baseball, like I said, until his final at bat on the South Side.
Yeah.
They're not going to allow Caitlin Clark to carry the league because Kathy Engelbert opened her mouth and said she's the reason that they got the television deal. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
It's called Kathy Engelbert said she was the reason.
Kathy Engelbert, when all this started last year, when Caitlin Clark was finally ruled out for the season,
right,
and all of the brutality, I'm using that word, was being spoken about, and everyone's talking about we're finally getting eyes, why do you think that is?
Yeah,
they don't want to acknowledge that.
They took they only took her off the roster for the season is because they're going to the playoffs and they had to.
They had
to playoffs. You have to you have to give real availability of your players and their health and stuff like that. That's like they finally had to take her off because
there's 12 spots available on a roster come playoff time, and
you
before each round you have to lock it in.
Got to lock it in. Yeah.
Yep.
And they had to lock it in. Yeah.
They had to lock it in, and after the game they played in Boston, which they blew Connecticut out, and you could see the look on her face that she was hurt.
Yeah.
But man, the Fuhrer this year, because she's back.
And God bless Olivia Miles. I think she's a good player, potentially a great player. But calling her the GOAT, because I went back and forth with some fans. Okay, and I said, okay, at Notre Dame, she wasn't the best player at Notre Dame. How's she gonna be the best player in the NBA? WNBA?
Anna Hidalgo was the best player on that roster.
And she was, and what's her name? Not Irfan, but what's her name? The place for Washington. She was second.
Lauren Dutz.
No. What's her name? At Notre Dame.
Sonia Citron. Sonia
Citron was second. That's like that's what Miles left.
She wanted to be the number one person. That's why she went. That's why she transferred to TCU.
to see she would become the number one person. Okay, and
Because
yeah,
she was never going to be the number one person on that Notre Dame team. Not
no,
with that
she wasn't.
record of Hidalgo and Citron
Citron, no, exactly. So
wreaking havoc all over the place.
So I understand why they're trying to pump up, and she's having a good season. I'm not saying that she's not. I'm not saying that she's having a good ball, and she's a good ball player. Okay, she's got stuff she's got to work on, but she's a good ball player. But she's not she's not a transcendental player like Caitlin is.
No,
I mean, you can see
will never be, and they're trying to pump Paige Beckers to be that transcendent player. In fact, do you know how you covered it with me? You know how much attention they gave Paige Beckers after Caitlin Clark was ruled out?
Yeah,
for the season, man, they sent Paige Beckers over the roof, and every time there was a hard foul on Paige Beckers, the Wolves came out.
Yeah,
the Wolves came out.
Yeah. Yep. And they needed to clean it up anyway, man, because that's ridiculous. It's one thing if you're not on TV a lot and people don't get eyeballs on you a lot, but if and the regular basketball fans don't really see you a lot. But things once they start seeing you, okay, and they see how you call games and the way games played, they're gonna speak up. Okay?
Yeah, they are, and they're starting to.
And I think this year the refs are starting to. I can see how they're making their calls, okay, and they're not. You can't put a forearm in people's chest dribbling the ball. You can't hand check somebody all the way up the court. You can't do a lot of stuff that you could do before you can't do now. Is because that's how come they're calling more fouls.
Because they got eyes on the league now.
Got eyes on the league, and they have to clean it up.
They have no choice but to clean it up, especially with what just happened when they played Phoenix twice in Indianapolis in 48 hours.
I'm not a fan of Alyssa Thompson. I think Alyssa Thompson should have been, especially I think when she took out what's her name in the playoffs. Okay, I mean, it was basically killed the playoffs in half, or probably most of the season this season. Okay, for Minnesota. Okay, and it
was Nafisa Collier.
Nafisa Collier, yeah, and when she threw Angel Reese on her back, she should have been suspended for half the season. Okay, because in the NBA, they wouldn't even hesitate. He'd have been gone for at least 3 games, minimum. At least. And they just looked at it like it's almost like it's a play. I kick her out of the game. That's it. Okay, but they pretty much let her get away with it. That's how come she's so blatant with it. And the thing is, your stars make you money. And if Chicago is making you money, why would you allow people like that to get hurt in the NBA? That wouldn't happen at all. Yeah, these people are making, which is
when I first got started watching basketball in 1980, Bird and Magic had just gotten drafted. My mom, God bless her, was a Showtime Laker fan. She loved Magic and Kareem and that bunch. They were protecting overall Magic and Bird when they came in the league, especially after the fight that happened with Rudy Tomjanovich 2 years before they got drafted.
Yeah.
2 years before they got drafted, they said, okay, we have to clean this up because CBS was their main carrier at the time.
Yeah.
CBS was their main carrier. You'll see some games on ESPN, but ESPN was in its infancy. ESPN was in its infancy in 1979. So CBS was it for the NBA. When Magic and Bird showed up, now they were able to play playoff games live and not do tape delay. In fact, the last tape delayed finals game was 81 when Boston clinched in Houston. After that, everything's been live since then.
Yep. Oh well, yeah, because it started to make money. Basically, with the Bird and Magic's rivalry carried into the NBA.
Oh yeah,
and they said, okay, we got to take a chance on this, and Jerry Buss and what's the name of Boston said, okay, we're gonna make Fred Auerbach said we need to make some money off of this because we can't lose this opportunity. So
and they ran with it.
And they ran with it, So they had two good owners, and they got two good. Fortunate Cleveland, thank God for them. Okay. Otherwise, we wouldn't have Magic. Okay, thank God.
Right.
And them and Jerry Buss's wallet, because I know there's some money that went along with that player.
You think? I'm sitting at a desk. I'm sitting at a desk right now, and I got long legs. There's a stack of money longer than my legs that went under that table.
Oh yes. You know they get them for free. Okay. So let's play a couple pieces. There's this one, and then there's one with Speakeasy, which is Acho and TJ, something that talked about why they don't need Caitlin Clark in the league anymore. So I'm gonna play this one, and then we're gonna listen to the other one, because I know if we're not, we're gonna get a copyright thing. So we're gonna start it, and we're gonna minimize it. So with this one, since it's only like 3 minutes, we can play it straight up. And you know who this is? Sage Steele, and I think and she's mixed. So, but she has a pretty good take on it.
Okay, when it comes to Caitlin Clark, I think the WNBA, and therefore I guess the NBA, is making really bad business decisions. But most importantly, this is on the players, and some players just aren't being smart about how they're handling, frankly, the biggest star that their league has ever seen. So I want all of us to put our feelings aside for a second and simply look at the facts. Look at this from a business perspective. Since she was drafted in 2024 out of Iowa, Caitlin has the most jersey sales of any basketball player in the world, except for Stephen Curry. Yes, even more than LeBron James or Giannis Antetokounmpo or Victor Wembanyama. A woman has the most jersey sales, second only to Stephen Curry. And frankly, that is something that nobody could have ever even predicted, dreamt of, anything. What does that type of popularity do to the league from a business perspective? It is insane what's happened. TV ratings, massive. They were up 170% her rookie year, and they stayed up during all three of her WNBA seasons. Unprecedented. That, of course, means the league can charge advertisers more and therefore make more money. And yes, players benefit from that. Also, nobody wants to talk about the new CBA, the collective bargaining agreement that went into effect this season. Looking at player salaries, they're up an average of 356% across the board, from minimum to maximum to average, 356%. The salary cap for each team is through the roof also, from $1.5 million a year to $7 million a year salary cap. That's up 367%. Now, is all of that just because of Caitlin Clark? Of course not. There's several bona fide superstars in this league. The list is long, but the numbers don't lie. The impact of
come on, Sage, bullshit. Okay, you know why? Because those stars in the league have been there. Okay, they didn't move the needle.
They're celebrating their 30th season.
Yeah.
They're celebrating the 30th season.
And the stars, they're good, but they're probably not even as good as the stars before them. Okay. So that's bullshit, Sage. Come on.
Caitlin, since she came into the league in 2024, it is global. And that's a win. That's awesome for a league that has struggled a lot. They needed to be subsidized by the NBA and private investors for all these years, and they still do to an extent. So why do the players hate her? Is it because she's white? Is it because she's straight? Is it because she's white and straight in a league that is predominantly Black and gay and super woke? I mean, I'm not sure any of those things are true. Any players would admit it if they were true, but it feels that way. And it's hard to believe they don't impact the vitriol that does come her way. And by the way, I am totally fine with the punishment the league gave to Alyssa Thomas. She did not choke Caitlin Clark. She was aggressive. She crossed the line. So a flagrant 2 and a 1-game suspension is fair, but that's it. There's always bitterness when a transcendent player essentially takes over a league like Caitlin Clark has obviously done. But man, I really hope that going forward, her opponents and their coaches, opposing coaches, just do your jobs. Just try to beat her. But to villainize her and in some cases try to hurt her isn't just cheap or just very telling about the character of those players, which I believe is true. This is stupid. It's bad business to try to take out the most popular player your game has ever seen, who has helped bring your league to another level. Bad business. Stop.
I agree.
It's taken 30 years for the W to have this kind of player. Not Cheryl Swoops, not Rebecca Lobo, not even Lisa Leslie.
Yeah.
Not even them.
I think the only one probably would have been Cheryl Miller had she stayed healthy.
Yeah,
possibly.
Had she not been injured, she'd have really brought the WNBA up. And plus, also at the time that the WNBA was launched, which was 1997, there was a competing league, the American Basketball League, who introduced playing 4 quarters, a regular 3-point line, 23 feet 9 inches, and instead of a championship game, which is what the WNBA had at the time, they had a championship series.
Yeah. Like I said, the WNBA is NBA's baby mama, so it is what it is. Yeah,
and always good, and
always will be.
Always will be. Long as they keep going after. Here, give me this camera. I did this 2 years ago. I'm going to do it again. Dear Kathy Engelbert and the WNBA, this is your bag. That you drop in the bag. Any questions?
And he's still doing it. Okay. I say, Beaches, what do you think about LeBron and AD playing with Steph Curry and Golden State? If they had the money, okay, if they have the money, I would do it if they have the money. I don't know how Steph Curry and LeBron and AD are going to get along. Okay, because they're
not.
Yeah,
I'll answer.
I don't know if it's a good mix. Yeah,
I'll answer that question. Steph has been the identity for Golden State for 17 years, going into his 18th year. They want to keep it that way.
Yeah.
And aside of the fact they just re-signed Steve Kerr for 2 years.
Yeah.
They just signed Kristaps Porzingis. So Golden State, in a way, is taking themselves out of the equation, especially now when they got Jackson Lindenborg out of Michigan and they got to coach him up. Right? They're basically going to keep even though Klay Thompson's not there, they're going to keep their Splash Brothers identity because Steph has been the Warriors' identity for the entirety of his career. I mean, just like with Michael Jordan and the United Center, who do you think got the Chase Center built?
Yeah. I don't think LeBron has always been ball dominant since he came into the league, and
he ain't letting that go.
He's not going to let it go. And he's even though he's 41, I think he's 41.
41.
Yeah, he's 41 at this point. At this point, what he should do is take a back seat. But the thing is, LeBron's ego is not going to let him take a back seat, which is probably why the Lakers got to let him go. Okay,
if he won't take a back seat to Austin Reeves or Rui Hachimura, what makes you think he's going to take a back seat to Stephen Curry?
He's not, and because that's how he plays. So, and management says we need to rebuild this team. You can't rebuild the team with LeBron's salary holding you up. Okay,
right?
He's not. He doesn't have enough left to get you to where you need to go, and he's costing way more than he should. So eventually they're gonna. So I didn't think they would actually pick him up after the season. I think they're gonna let him go because they're not gonna pay him what he wants. So which is fine. If Golden State wants to sell tickets, and because he's still a box office draw, you want to sell tickets. You're not really trying to win. I say it's a good thing. Okay. But I wouldn't put those 3 players together on the same team. Which I wouldn't. Okay, it may work out.
With Steve Kerr coaching and the way that he coaches and LeBron being ball dominant, not going to happen.
Yeah,
not going to happen.
Yeah,
because Stephen Curry, I'll say it again, Stephen Curry has been the Golden State Warriors for 17 years.
Yes.
13 of those 17 years was what? They were the triplets: Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Draymond Green.
Yeah.
And Draymond, I will tell y'all right now, Draymond Green's not going to go anywhere. and they drafted a fabulous rookie in Yaxa Lindenborg out of Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
So they're getting their touch back. If you bring in Anthony Davis, who can't stay healthy, if you bring in LeBron James, who on only one occasion has played 82 games, how are you going to get through the regular season, let alone get to mid-April and beyond?
Yeah, if you can bring a what Golden State has not ever had, which they really need, I would love to see is a decent post presence,
right,
to go along with Steph Curry, because they've never had it. Okay, and maybe that's by design. I don't know, but
with the way the Warriors have run their offense, they had Andrew Bogut, who they rescued out of Milwaukee, and he fit them perfectly. He was a great passing big. He was a decent center, so they were able to run the offense through him on some occasion.
On some occasions, yeah.
And the same with Zaza Pachulia, who played in the NBA 16 years.
Yes.
When they got Pachulia on the back end of his career, what was Pachulia? 7'1", 244.
Yeah.
You just load up in the block, and we'll circle around you. Because the idea is to get the ball to the Splash Brothers. If you can do it inside out, like the Bulls did for many years, through Bill Cartwright, like the Lakers did for many years through Abdul-Jabbar, who had the most indefensible shot in the NBA.
Yeah.
When you get that, you're golden. You're set.
I wish they had done what the Lakers did in 2020, which is bring in two viable centers with two viable post presence. That's how they won the championship. Okay, and then for whatever reason, they blew it up. They just want a championship. You know, I don't get it. Okay,
they let Dwight Howard walk, who was their defensive anchor.
I mean, so what? So we dressed like Grandmama during Halloween. Okay, he got a little sugar in him. Okay,
Larry Johnson was Grandmama for 12 years.
Yeah, but not in real life.
Not in real life. I'm thinking about the character.
But he was Grandmama in real life. So
right,
what it is. Okay, I know he had a little. You know,
he won you a championship, and he dressed like Grandmama. Why?
And he's got things on on his resume. But the thing is, why'd you let him walk? Okay,
because they're cheap and they didn't want to pay him. They owed him a bonus.
I mean, you paid everybody. You could have paid him for another year. It wouldn't hurt you.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy. You could have paid him for another 2 years. As long as they keep doing as long as the Lakers defensively kept doing what they were doing, you were fine. But you blew it up.
Yeah, free agency is over.
Man,
it's not the trade deadline. You can the trade deadline is until February. Okay.
Yeah. But the free agency is wild.
Free agency is deadline is looming. Okay,
free agency is wild.
They're trying to get you locked in before camp as far as free agency, but the trade deadline is not till February. Yeah, so
free agency is crazy. Free agency is crazy, and Will just said it. Do you think John Morant going to Portland can resurrect his career? No.
Well, what the thing is, there's free weed in Portland, so maybe so. Yeah. The Pacific Northwest is free weed. Hell, see how Washington anybody. Hopefully, he doesn't take his parents with him. That probably will help.
Yeah, because if he takes his parents with him, that's trouble.
That's trouble. Okay.
That's trouble.
Hopefully, you leave your parents where they are in the house that you already bought them, and don't take them to Portland with you.
That's another. If they go to Portland. Like Will said, they don't call them the Portland Jailblazers for nothing.
They do not, and plus Portland is way wider than where he came from, so that should help. Yeah, so that should help. But some people you can't figure out. Okay, but he's not the first one.
And he won't be the last one either.
Won't be the last one. And I think the NBA is much more tolerant of those kind of characters than they used to be. Because NBA he'd have been gone a long time ago. So
Quentin Daly, anybody?
Quentin Daly, and a few other people.
Michael Ray Richardson.
There's a lot. There's quite a few.
For you.
There's quite a few. Okay.
Because Quentin Daly, when I got into watching the Bulls in '84, I kept hearing of Quentin Daly out of University of San Francisco, and then I find out he gets suspended. Then I find out why.
Yeah.
And then about 4 months after that, Michael Ray Richardson gets the boot.
Yeah.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Yeah. Then I read the entire. Then, like later on, I read the entire story on both of those players. They were on their way to good careers, and then they fucked it up.
Well, yeah, they're willing to accept a couple knocks on your roster, but thing is, after that, man, they're gonna say, okay, we gotta get rid of you.
We gotta get rid of you.
Yeah.
We gotta get rid of you.
Yeah, you gotta go to shrink, put you on meds or something. Other than that, we gotta get rid of you. Yeah.
And we can't afford to put you there because all you're gonna do is put a glut in the system. All you're gonna do is put a glut, not only a glut in the system, you're gonna put a glut on the books.
Yeah. Meta World Peace was gone until they put him on medication. Yeah, he was gone after that fight. He was gone. Okay, they were gonna get rid of him, but he had to. He volunteered to go to a shrink and be put on a psychotic medication. So
he needed to.
Well, he did need to, but he was gone.
Yeah,
he was gone. He was out.
Question for Snowman: will the Knicks make it to the finals next year?
I don't think so. I think
they are not that team. I love you, Jalen Brunson. He's from my hometown because he played in suburban Chicago at Stevenson High School. But the way the Knicks are constructed right now, they got on a run, and it can happen with any team.
With any team, yeah.
It can happen with any team. But the way the Knicks are constructed right now, not a chance.
No, it's like I said, it's like Indiana winning the national championship.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, we're still doing the Hoosier Shuffle. Just
I think that was the perfect time to put the Hoosier Shuffle out, man.
It was. It's bad. It's bad though when Indiana won the Big Ten championship, and I did that game. Jody was with me.
Yeah.
And she had to go study, but she knew I was doing the game.
Right.
When she heard me say the Indiana Hoosiers are the Big Ten champions, I hear this pretty lady behind me from her office go, "What the hell?" Because remember, she's a graduate of IU. She's a two-time. She got her undergrad and her master's from IU.
Yeah.
And we were talking about it that night, and she says every time I went to a game, they sucked. I said, baby, I watched it. I watched when the Big Ten was the Big Ten, 10 teams.
Yeah,
I was all over it, and then I found my team 5 years later with the Northwestern Wildcats, being from Chicago. But man, we laughed all night.
Yeah.
After that Big Ten championship, and then they get the week off. Find out New Year's Day they're playing Alabama.
Oh yeah.
When they did the draw and everything. So I did the Miami Ohio State game, and I did Oklahoma Alabama, and I did some ridiculous numbers with those two games. When it came time for Indiana to play Alabama, I came in here, I got set up. She came behind me, she gave me a rub down. She said, "Are you nervous?" I said, "No." She said, "Why?" "Because they're gonna kick their ass."
Yeah, it wasn't even close.
I said,
it was over at halftime.
I said, Indiana's kicking their ass. I had so many people come after me when I said that on the morning show, and they said, "You really think Indiana's that good?" I watched them all year.
It's like watching the '84 hockey team playing Sweden after the Russians. Okay.
Yep. Except for Miami, it was an afterthought.
It's the afterthought. Yeah, it's an afterthought
because their two biggest opponents in this playoff run were Ohio State for the Big Ten championship and Alabama in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah, like the Knicks had to come. Knicks had to just in the last series. They had to come from 20 down twice.
They trailed in every single game in the World Championship Series by double digits.
By double digits, and came back and won those games. It's, you tip your hat. Okay, it's just your time. Okay,
that's it. If you have a team that has you down by double digits and you come back and win 4 of the 5 games, because remember, that should have been a sweep if you think about it.
Yeah.
It could have been and should have been a sweep either way, because if San Antonio takes care of business and they don't fumble the ball for 4 games, it's a 4-game sweep and they win it in New York.
Yeah.
If San Antonio chokes away game 3 and they led that game by 17, it's a 4-game sweep for the Knicks.
Yeah. I mean, the last game you come from 29 points down to win
29 down.
Come on, I said, come on.
29. I'm watching this, and I wasn't even going to do it because I had a fever game earlier that night. And Jody comes in and she says, "Are you going to do the Knicks game?" I said, "Probably, because it's behind. It was a half hour behind the fever game." The fever game had just concluded. The game 4 was going into halftime, and I was able to get both of them in. She went to bed. I swear to you, when she heard me say it's 81-52 San Antonio, she came in here, gave me a kiss, and said, "I'm going to bed. I got to go to work tomorrow." Cool. When I came to bed, she was still up because she heard me. And her first question to me was, "What the fuck happened?"
Remember I told you that that Jesus was coming back for this series? I said,
you did say that.
Yeah, on your show I typed in,
coming back.
Jesus is coming back. I said, the Knicks are in the finals, and Jesus is coming back.
When they beat the hell out of Cleveland, and Cleveland is done for.
Yeah.
In my opinion, Cleveland's done for. When they beat the hell out of Cleveland, okay?
Yeah.
You said that following day, Jesus is coming back because the Knicks are playing for the championship.
Yeah, I did.
And I'll never forget you saying that. When I went to bed after game 4, Jody looked at me and what the hell happened? I said, "You ain't gonna believe." She says, "Try me." I said, "Baby, I'm telling you, you're not gonna believe this." She says, "How long have we been together?" 8 years. "How many games have I heard you do?" "Plenty." "Try me." I said, "Honey, OG Anunoby tipped in a miss to wipe out a 29-point deficit." She looked at me and she says, "I'm going to bed." "I'm going to bed too. I'm tired."
I know that San Antonio's going to be looking at their roster. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Over the summer is because it's shout out to the Knicks, man. Like you can't take anything from them. Okay?
You can't. You really can't.
You can't take anything from them. But the thing is, it was my team. Okay, some of y'all got to go. There's no way you're gonna blow a 29-point lead in a final series.
There's no way you will blow a double-digit lead in all 5 games.
Yeah. But the thing is, I know if I know Wemby, okay, that team should not be there. Okay, without Wemby, should not be there. And Wemby had to play spectacular basketball to get him there. Okay, and I was okay if he could overperform, they'll win the championship. Okay, but he's got to overperform. Okay,
and you said it before the series even began. If Wemby balls out, they win with no problem.
If he becomes Michael Jordan overnight, they'll beat him. Okay, but
they'll beat him.
He's only 22, so
he's got to learn from this.
He's got to learn from that, and he's got and they got. But I think they'll get him help. Okay, because
they need to.
Yeah,
they need because. New York played defense against Wemby and the Spurs correctly. You take Wemby out of the equation and you make somebody else beat you.
Yeah, and mods, please put Snowman's link to his channel. We're trying to boost numbers on his channel because we should have more than 58 watching, but it is what it is. Okay.
The first episode, we're just getting started.
We're just getting started. But let me go ahead and punch this up. Okay. If I was talking about women, they'd be here. But
In droves.
in droves, that have about 800 people. I don't think I think the Celtics are getting ready to redo their team, so I don't think we'll have to see.
Yeah, one of the two main players, Jaylen Brown, or Jason Tatum, is gone.
Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, they had to rejigger the team, so I don't think so. The NBA is so unpredictable. The way they play the game and where the refs call the game. It's almost you have to wait to mid-season to see who's rounded up and formed actually go someplace because
you don't see anything team-wise until after Christmas.
Right.
You don't see anything until after Christmas because everybody's getting warmed up. You're learning who the players are. You're learning who you can play with, who you can play against, and then they got that stupid in-season tournament.
Yeah.
So they hype the hell out of that to play one championship game in Las Vegas. God help us. So you don't see anything until after Christmas.
And you don't. Okay, before you needed great players to win a championship, but the thing is, the way they play ball now. Okay, a good players having a good season can win a championship because SGA to me he's a good player that this system has made great. Okay, to me, SGA is not a great player. He's a good player. Okay, Brunson is a good player. I don't think he's a great player. Okay, but he's a good player.
Brunson was good at Stevenson and at Villanova because he did win 2 national championships at Villanova.
Yeah,
it took him going from Dallas to New York for him to unlock himself, but he's still not fully unlocked yet.
He like I said, there's nothing because I look at him and he does a lot of things very well. Okay, that makes him a good player, probably even a very good player. But he's not a great player. He's not a Stephen Curry. He's not a LeBron James. He's not a Wemby. Okay, he's not a Shaq. He's not one of those great players.
He's not a transcendent player.
He's not transcendent. Well, yeah, that's what I call a great player. He's not. He's not. He's not a generational player. He's a good. He's a very good player. Okay, they kind of remind me of the Knicks in the 70s. Okay, they had a lot of really good players, but not great players.
The only great player the Knicks had in the 70s was Willis Reed. I take that back. Willis Reed and Walt Frazier.
Frazier was a really good player. He wasn't a great player. Okay. He wasn't Chamberlain. He wasn't West. He wasn't Baylor. He wasn't. He wasn't what Boston had. Okay,
right. With
he wasn't a Dr. J. He wasn't considered a great player. Okay, they were very good players. Okay, and I love Walt Frazier. Okay, and Earl Pearl. Okay, that's when Earl Pearl came. They're very good players. Okay,
but they weren't transcendent players.
They weren't transcendent players, and normally you have to win a championship. You have to have a transcendent player.
Yep.
Okay? So I think the league is, and I have no problem with it. Okay, the league is what the league is. There's the way the game is played kind of reminds me of NBA 2K a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's to me there's too much one-on-one play.
It's too much ISO ball.
Too much ISO ball. Okay.
Too much ISO. There's that's why for a long time when Tim Duncan and David Robinson were ruling the roost, when the Bulls were ruling the roost, they called it boring basketball because it was team basketball. Think of the triangle offense. Yeah. Who would have thought that the triangle offense would go through Bill Cartwright, who was a used-up center at the time? Yeah. Remember, the Knicks traded him to the Bulls for Charles Oakley.
Yeah.
So what does Phil Jackson do? He runs the ball through Cartwright. Everybody else feeds off of that.
And Cartwright knew his role. Okay, I'm not trying to be a superstar here. Okay,
right.
I know who the stars are.
Mm-hmm.
Who the stars are. Who's going to take it?
It's the same with when the Warriors, as I said, had Andrew Bogut. Andrew Bogut's job was to man the post, and you look for number 30 on one side and number 11 on the other side.
On the other side, and let Green play defense and be the glue man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they all knew their role. Okay.
Yeah.
Which is why it worked.
Mm-hmm.
So so they had a great player and a potentially great player. Okay.
Yeah.
at the time. So,
Mhm.
but the way they, you know, I don't have any problem with the way they play ball. Okay,
Mhm.
um, which is why I'm a lot of times I get bored watching it is because it's iso ball and
It's the same thing.
yeah, and they all and
It's
all
the
the
same
teams
thing.
look all the teams look the same. You know, from 1 to 5, they all look the same. So
Yep, it's a 10. How does Cole Johnson put it? It's a 10-wing league now.
yeah, it is a 10-win league, and that's which worked out. You know, when you have a 7 foot center out there shooting corner threes,
Hmm.
okay, you know, and that's how you
Hmm.
win. Okay,
Yeah.
shout out to New York. Okay, uh, uh, because he was a you know the center was a journeyman player. Okay,
Hmm.
he was good. He was a good player, but he's journeyman, and he was an okay big man. You know,
Yeah.
that like to shoot threes, which is okay,
Hmm.
fine. But you know, but the thing is, you win in the league that you're in. So I have no problem.
Hmm.
You know, so and I have really had no problem with New York because they weren't supposed to be here, man. They got they
They had no business being there.
and Mike Brown is an average coach. But I'm glad for Mike Brown
Hmm.
because I like Mike Brown. You know, because he was coach for the Lakers. He's an average coach, okay, and he had middling players. You know, Jalen Brunson's a little bit better than middling, but fair to middling players, and
And who in
they had
the
a
hell is
spectacular season.
OG Anunoby? Where the hell? Well, I know Anunoby was in Toronto for the longest time.
Mhm.
I didn't learn about OG Anunoby and what he can do until this year's playoffs.
Yeah.
And just and to find out he's a graduate of Indiana, which had my wife jumping up and down.
And the thing is, sometimes it just clicks, okay. And if you can
This
do it
this
again,
is one of those years where it just clicked.
yeah, if you can do it next year, you know, like I mean, you know, in hockey, I lived with the Kings, man. The Kings had not
Yeah.
won anything, man. And even with Gretzky, didn't win anything. All of a sudden, for
Mm-mm.
2 seasons, they put it together and it just clicked.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it took a domestic violence case to break that team up because
Yep.
one of the good Russian player he got called out in domestic violence. He got kicked out of the country. Okay,
Hmm.
so and after that they could never replace him, and the team kind of like frittered away. It happens. Okay.
Hmm.
But this one, I want to get your commentary on this one. The WNBA will be better without Caitlin Clark. And this is Ocho and TJ, I think it's a TJ something, man, talking about it. So we're going to play a little bit and we're actually going to minimize it because we'll get a copyright. So I want your
Okay.
commentary on this. Okay.
Uh-oh. Oh my.
I need you behind the camera. I need your attention. This is the dumbest smart take you're ever going to hear.
Oh, what?
I don't like this.
How does that work?
Terrified.
The W at this junction in time would be better without Caitlin Clark because she is a bigger distraction than she is an additive. Caitlin
Time.
Clark has gotten the WNBA
You
over
can
the
stop right there. You can stop right there.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Can I cook a little bit, please?
That's why you're on.
The W would be better without Caitlin Clark. Is that what he's trying to say?
He's trying to make the case for why at this point, he's not saying completely, at this point they might be better off without Caitlin Clark. He's not talking about the past couple of years when she first came into the league. He's talking about at this point. Okay, so he hasn't completely made his case. But go ahead if you want to cook some more. But unless you want to hear him out, let
me hear him out.
Okay,
let me hear him out.
Here's the whole argument. I'll speed it up just a tad.
Necessary threshold they needed. Now people are watching. Now we realize, oh, there's talent in the W. Talent that's actually even greater than Caitlin Clark. And I'm not just talking about bigs like Asia. I'm talking
Stop. Hold this. Hold the phone. Stop. Penalty flag on the field.
What are they watching? That's why I'm curious about people. You actually watch the game?
No, God, please, no, 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 no.
Are you out of your rabbit ass rat picking backwards mind? Better talent.
And I've heard that they talk about, like I said, Olivia Miles is better than Caitlin Clark, according to a lot
Who
of people.
the fuck told this lie?
That's what's going around. Is that Olivia Miles is the new GOAT. Olivia Miles is better than Caitlin Clark. Okay? Caitlin Clark was only good in college. That's what they're trying to say. Okay.
Okay. They're trying to say, and y'all better hit me with a couple of cash apps for this because I'm going in on. They're saying Olivia Miles, who is a rookie, is better than a 3-year veteran that set the league on fire, set attendance records, has teams moving their games to bigger arenas, save Golden State because they play at the Chase Center and that's sold out for the next 2.5 years. What? I mean, tell me a player from 1997 until now when the W were playing in big arenas when they started. The Houston Comets played at the Summit. The Liberty played at Madison Square Garden. The Sacramento Monarchs of 02 played at Arco Arena.
Right.
Tell me a player. And then about 18 years in, they started moving to lower. They moved it to smaller arenas because they weren't attracting the attendance that they thought they would continue to sustain.
And the Sparks still play at Staples Center, so they always have.
Sparks always had. Well, the Sparks started at the Forum, then they moved to Staples in 2000.
Yeah.
The Sparks have always played. Sparks have always played at Staples.
Yeah.
So there are exceptions to the rule. The Indiana Fever is an exception to the rule because they always played A, Market Square Arena, and B, Gainbridge Fieldhouse, where they play right now. So you're going to say Olivia Miles is better and players in the WNBA are better than the player that has gotten you a ton of money, coach planes, commercials, clothes, and not to mention the drama they create with it because they hate her. Yeah. And you get eyeballs on your league, and you're going to say Olivia Miles is going to carry that torch now as a rookie, and Caitlin Clark's not even finished yet? Are you crazy?
I mean, but this is what they're saying, okay? But let us continue, okay?
Okay.
You talk me. I know you don't drink very often, but you might need a shot, okay?
Look, my wife's got a ton of stuff on top of the fridge right now. I may just grab something.
Okay. So that's why I wanted your. That's why I saved the best for last. I wanted your take on this. I said,
"Yes, sir."
Snowman doesn't melt down, okay? We don't need a puddle of water, okay? I know, I ain't shit, but it's okay.
People were making those jokes when I was coming out of cancer surgery because I had lost so much weight, and I still lost a hell of a lot.
You see your thumbnail for the show, right?
Oh yeah. Keep it. Okay. And you got the right hat on.
Oh yeah. Fuck them Cubs. I know.
Fuck them Cubs.
That's why I put it up there. All right. Let's continue.
About the Olivia Miles. I'm talking about the Paige Beckers. Hell, I'm talking about the Kelsey Mitchells. Caitlin got the necessary eyes there.
Okay. Pound for pound, what makes her better? Okay. Okay. Let me tell you this. Okay. Do you watch how they play defense on Olivia Miles? Okay. Do they
transpose that to how they play defense against Caitlin Clark?
Do they guard Olivia Miles at the 3-point line? I'm gonna ask you that. Do they guard her at the 3-point line?
No, they don't. They dare her to shoot.
They dare her to shoot.
Olivia Miles to shoot.
At the 3-point line. They do. So she's not so I don't know which I don't the thing is, do you watch the games? That's all I ask. Do you watch the games?
But now that the eyes are there, we don't necessarily need her anymore. It's Sunday, so can I take them to church, Karen?
When was the last time you seen Olivia Miles take a logo shot pound for pound?
Consistently.
No, I mean anytime, okay, unless it's like the end of the quarter or something like that.
Right.
When was the last time she took a logo shot? Huh? course, she got weakness. I see her weaknesses all the time. Okay. She really doesn't have a consistent three-point
Olivia
shot.
Miles is good, but
she's a good
she's
player.
not there yet.
No,
Okay,
not there yet.
not there. She's not there yet.
And that was the problem with her at Notre Dame, is because Sonia Centron and Anna Hidalgo were better shooters. Okay.
Yep.
She's a good dribbler, and she makes her money driving to the hole, but she is not a good outside shooter.
That's That's always always been Olivia Miles's weakness.
And where she on a weaker team, it'll be exposed. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And because they don't double her, is because Minnesota is a very
they dare her to shoot.
Yes.
They dare her to shoot.
Yeah. Pound for pound, if you want to come up, man, you know, but let's keep going with that bullshit, man. I have been watching the NBA and basketball since 1967, sir. I'm in LA. I saw Magic come into the league. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Olivia Miles is not Magic Johnson. I'm gonna tell you that. Okay, not even close.
And you saw when Kareem got traded from the Bucks to the Lakers.
Yeah. Olivia Miles reminds me of Kelsey Mitchell without an outside shot. She's a little bit bigger.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, they have a very similar game. She might be a little bit better passer, but she has no outside shot. So she's Kelsey Mitchell without an outside shot. That's what Olivia Miles is to me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I take him to church?
Please do.
Let's just go Old Testament of the book.
Okay.
Moses. Israelites needed Moses to get past the Red Sea. After we got past the Red Sea, appreciate you. We don't really need you no more. Obviously, there's a lot of nuance in there, but the fact of the matter is, he didn't ultimately get them to the promised land. He got them out the Red Sea. They wandered in the wilderness for 40 years. Let me get back to the modern era, Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark has gotten the WNBA players past the proverbial Red Sea. Chartered planes, new CBA, and new max contracts. With all due respect, if Caitlin disappeared from the W, she wouldn't be missed. We got Olivia. We finna have Juju. We got Paige. We got
Go ahead. I ain't got no time for this bullshit.
Keep going.
All right. Okay.
Angels setting records and getting boards. We got NECA. Respectfully, Caitlin did what only Caitlin could do, and we don't necessarily.
And the link is for pound in case you want to come up with that bullshit. Okay.
Necessarily need her to do anymore. Thank you, Caitlin. We can take it from here. That person that runs leadoff leg in the Olympic 4x4, thank you. We can take it from here. Give me that baton. We're good now. Now you're saying that the WNBA needs to be cognizant of where they put Caitlin Clark on posters. The WNBA and the officials need to alter the rules for Caitlin Clark. The WNBA and opposing players need to treat Caitlin Clark more gently. Caitlin Clark's coach needs to be cognizant of how she talks to her in public, because it's going to look like there's an issue. You're getting general managers fired, head coaches fired, commissioners fired, social media.
Magic got people fired.
Michael Jordan got people fired.
Yeah, got people fired.
Anybody?
Yes.
Media teams fired, all because we have to cradle and cradle this woman.
You don't.
Respectfully, the league has gotten the necessary juice out of the squeeze. Is there a little bit more meat on that bone? Sure. But I don't need to eat it down to the grizzle. I'm good with this wing. I can toss it from here. I've gotten enough meat out of the Caitlin Clark bone. We are good. At this point in time, trying to chew that thing down to the grizzle, I'm going to break a tooth.
Go ahead.
First, let's take 30 seconds. Okay. You remember Karnak the Magnificent, do you not?
Yep. Okay, hold on. Let's hear pound for pound. I want to hear that bullshit, man. About I'm at work. I'm fine. I'm at work. Everybody always got that I'm at work excuse. Bullshit.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
I get
Scared motherfucker. Anyway.
BGS, you've ridden shotgun with me on the morning show. You know I get it then too.
Yep.
Okay.
So as I see,
Go ahead.
Let me borrow Karnak the Magnificent here. Elmer, Roger, and Emmanuel Acho. Name a Fudd, a Mud, and a Dud. Name a Fudd, a Mud, and a Dud.
Okay.
One more for Karnak, because that was one of my favorites. A nail, a board, and Emmanuel Acho's take on this.
That's true. Okay,
Name something that's hammered, something that's sawed, and something that's screwed.
When I'm listening to this shit, I said, do you actually watch the game, or do you just I know he
doesn't watch the game.
I think he's trying to be controversial to get a take that's going to go viral, and it did.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
This is, for the almost 13 years I've done Snowman in the Morning, I've been called a shock jock until people who accuse me of that decide to, I don't know, how do you put it, BGS, put their face in a book and do some research.
Yep.
That's this right here.
Yep.
The juice is not worth the squeeze. Are you come here, Paul?
Are you kidding me?
How can you say the juice is not worth the squeeze when Caitlin Clark is only in her third year in the league, second full season in the league?
Yep,
really?
Yep. And she's like what's your name? Was Sage still was saying she got the second highest selling jersey in basketball.
Let me add this. 3 games this year had at least 1.7 million viewers. What's the common denominator?
Caitlin Clark.
Yep.
And what happened when Caitlin Clark? They announced Caitlin Clark wasn't going to be in the playoffs. Okay, the viewership and attendance went down. Went 30%.
Down the tubes by almost 40%.
Yeah. So what he's saying, okay, doesn't make sense. Okay, but the thing, but that's his take. Okay, so but I've heard other people say that something very similar. So he's not alone.
They were saying this last year.
Yeah.
When Caitlin Clark went down with an injury, and you did a few games with me after she went down, and the one question you kept asking, where's the attendance?
Yes. Yeah.
Where's the attendance? Because both games, I'll give you 2 good examples. Both games with the Chicago Sky and the Indiana Fever that they moved to the United Center.
Yeah.
Which holds 21,000 plus 24 when Michael Jordan was playing, because I saw it live. Both times they announced the attendance to be a sellout of 19,911.
Yeah.
I can tell you unequivocally that was a lie. I did those games, and their seats. I hate doing this to your partner, but I have to. Their seats are more empty than California Angels games from '83 on.
And the last game that they played against with the Sparks. Okay, the Sparks was only half sold because they knew she wasn't going to be there. Yeah.
Yeah. When they announced that Caitlin Clark was going to be out.
Yeah.
It was only half the people only showed up.
Yeah. Yep.
Now, are they going to announce it as a sellout? Of course they are. They got to keep that narrative
going.
going.
The sellout means you sell all the tickets.
Yeah.
Who shows up is a different story.
Yeah.
That's what it's sellout. So the tickets are already sold. But the thing is, why do you think every game in Indiana's season is nationally televised. There's a reason for that.
For the second consecutive season.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think last year there was like 3 or 4 games that wasn't nationally televised.
Well, you're right. You're right.
And this year, all 44.
This year, all 44. There were only 4 games last year that were not televised, but they wound up being picked up anyway. One of them was the first time they played in Chicago.
Yes. Yeah.
Because CBS Sports picked it up.
Yeah.
CBS Sports picked it up late. And I'm from Chicago. That's my hometown. If they have an opportunity to showcase the United Center, they're going to grab it. They're going to grab it. And plus, they wanted the Caitlin Clark Angel Reese matchup.
Yeah, they did. Because it sells tickets. Yeah.
Yeah. So CBS picked it up at the last minute because that was not supposed to be televised. In fact, that that first game was supposed to be played at Wintrust Arena, which doesn't even seat 10,000.
Yeah.
9870 is the capacity of Wintrust Arena. Right before the top of July, they flipped it.
Yeah.
Right before the top of July, they flipped it, sold the house. Caitlin didn't play, but they sold the house.
Yeah.
And CBS picked it up.
Yeah, it's about making money. All right. Let them continue.
Okay.
You could easily make, and I would easily make an argument, unless we can take off our gloves for Caitlin Clark and stop trying to act like she's a messiah, the WNBA could and would be better off without Caitlin Clark, at least without this version of everybody coddling and caressing and catering to Caitlin Clark.
Damn, that was like a really, really, really great point. You almost convinced me. You almost did. I'm sitting here listening like, damn, Acho, yeah. It's very simple. I get you this far because let's just be honest. Caitlin Clark became a household name when she was at Iowa. She had that riff with Angel Reese. Iowa beats South Carolina. And then they meet LSU in a championship. Obviously, they fell short. She came into the WNBA. She comes into the WNBA with so much fanfare, and she was the savior of the WNBA. And anybody that says she wasn't, they're not being honest. They're not being realistic to why the CBA was changed, why we get charter flights. Is it just a coincidence that when she comes into the league, all this happens? What a coincidence. Like this was going to happen regardless without her. And so to me, it's, damn, have some appreciation for what she has done for everyone. Now, did she do it by herself? No. It's on the backs of everyone. But she was the main back that they climbed on and who she was doing a lot of the carrying because of what she did at Iowa, because of the way she came into the league. And Diana Taurasi was like, hey, it's not going to be as easy as she thinks it is. And Caitlin Clark actually came into the league, and Taurasi also had to say, like, oh, she actually playing a lot better than I thought she would play. Dude, they were moving games in bigger arenas because of Caitlin Clark. Has any other player in the WNBA had that happen?
No.
In their history?
No.
And so where is the appreciation for her?
But here's the thing. To your point, they were doing that. Correct me if I'm wrong. At least this year, I haven't seen that happen.
No.
Wrong.
Because all I'm saying is,
go ahead.
Wrong. They're doing it later in the season because August 8th, Indiana, Chicago in the United Center.
Yeah.
Next month, Wings and Fever from American Airlines Arena in Dallas.
Yeah.
And I believe this to be true. Fever will play at the Champs at T-Mobile Arena.
The thing is, in the first season, okay, they moved them because they did not expect that level of support.
Right.
So they moved it at the last second is because we got way too many. We're selling way too many tickets. Okay, we're gonna have to move this arena. Okay.
Yep.
Now the third season they're not moving it is because they're scheduling these teams and those games in those arenas in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not moving anything because they don't have to.
They don't have to move it. They already got it. They're
not. I have not seen her. I've not seen her play in a small arena yet, even the first 10
Nor
games.
have I.
So that means that they don't have to move anything because they're scared. They said, okay, she's gonna draw this, which is smart. She's gonna draw this amount of attention. Okay, she's gonna be there. So we're gonna actually schedule the games in that arena in the first place. That's what's happening.
As a matter of fact, the next one I got with the Aces and the Fever is A, Caitlin Clark's return from injury. B, it's July 5th. It's a Sunday night. And C, look at this. T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah.
19,000 people.
19,000 people. Yep.
Matter of fact, the first time Caitlin Clark last year played against Asia Wilson in Las Vegas, they moved it to T-Mobile Arena. Yeah. Now, like you said, they don't have to do it now because the big arenas are clearing that space.
Clearing that space for those dates, yeah.
They're clearing that space. So once the WNBA schedule comes out, the big arenas, Dallas, Vegas, Chicago, Los Angeles always has Staples, so they're there. Connecticut, when they moved to Boston last year, they don't have to move it because they already get the allotment of time and games that they can schedule, and they can schedule them well in advance, knowing that Caitlin Clark is going to play. And another team that uses a big arena, Seattle.
Yeah,
Seattle.
I mean, I would love to know what the jersey and what the jersey sells for Olivia Miles, and she's from New York. Okay, so if anybody should be able to sell a whole bunch of jerseys, it should be Olivia Miles. Okay.
Matter of fact, give me a moment.
Okay.
I will answer that question right now, but I can tell you, it's only a fraction of what Caitlin Clark is doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's only a fraction. I'm looking up the sales for Olivia Miles. It is not best-selling jersey in the NBA. Yeah, that would be number 22, Caitlin Clark.
Okay.
Outselling almost every player in the NBA, and we heard this before, only behind Stephen Curry.
Yes.
Only behind Stephen Curry.
Mm-hmm.
And this is WNBA and NBA.
Right.
Now they're saying that Miles's jersey is one of the top sellers, and I can understand why. But the top seller is Caitlin Clark.
So where is Olivia Miles? Where's she ranked?
I didn't see any rankings. I'm still looking.
Okay.
But they do say that she's one of the top sales.
Okay.
But I don't have an official number.
Okay. So okay. The thing is, their argument is that these players are equivalent to taking over the league and carrying the water, since Caitlin Clark has pushed him, the threshold. Much like, okay, I'll give you an equivalent, right? Okay. Kevin Savage took us over the threshold. Okay.
Yes.
Have they replaced Kevin Savage with anybody?
No.
Okay. It's still a big hole where Kevin used to be. I'm not saying he's perfect. I'm not saying, but the thing is, he transcended what was already out there, right? Nobody's filled that void yet. It's very similar.
Very similar situation.
Yeah. She's a rookie. She's a rookie, but thing is, it's one thing I've never seen in basketball, right? I've never seen a rookie guard picked up at the baseline. Okay.
Mm-mm.
In anything, college, Parkley, college, pros. I've never
seen him picked up 94 feet.
Magic was not picked up 94 feet when he first got into the league. Okay.
MJ wasn't picked up 94 feet when he came in the league. The closest player to being picked up 94 feet is Stephen Curry.
It's Curry, yeah, because Curry's got and Curry when Curry first came in the league, he wasn't played like that.
He wasn't played like that. I mean, they saw his film from Davidson.
Yeah,
it took time for Curry A to get over 2 ankle injuries and B for him to really perfect his shot.
Yeah.
For him to be as dangerous as he is.
He is. It took about 3 years.
It took until the 2013-14 season when they took the Clippers to 7 games.
Yeah.
In the first round. They didn't do it in 2012, 2013 because Steph missed some time, and then they ran into San Antonio in the playoffs. They beat Denver, but they ran into San Antonio. It took that series, them losing to the Clippers in 7 games and people knowing what Steph can do, especially in a game 7, for the dynasty to really begin for Golden State.
Yeah. Because all the NBA players are telling that okay, with the stuff that's going on with her, is that she probably needs to leave the league if they're not going to protect her because it's gotten out of hand. It's really gotten out of hand because I mean, the way they're allowing the defense to actually beat on her like that, especially a guard with the ball. It's one thing if you don't have the ball, okay, off the ball you're going to get hit, that kind of stuff. But you with the ball, okay, and you're getting hit, and they're not calling anything, okay.
They didn't even call a foul on that. Now I understand that was a loose ball situation, but Caitlin was getting beaten up.
She got beat
up that entire sequence.
I mean, the thing is, how do you put a knee in somebody's chest and not get a foul call?
Yeah, they get the flagrant. I understand they did the flagrant. I understand that, but
after the fact.
Way after the fact, there was not a whistle. There was not a whistle
because the fans got on their ass so bad they had to give her
they had to give her 1-game suspension
after the fact. Okay,
which to me that punishment was stupid because looking at all of the looking at the footage, man, come on.
Okay. A junior night's reign that has nothing to do with it. All this shit is entertainment, okay? All this shit is entertainment. Does that mean we don't watch the Williams sisters play tennis?
Right.
Is that what you're saying? Okay. Which most college guys could beat the average average Wimbledon female tennis player. Okay. What does that mean? Okay. We're talking about competition within a league. That's why you watch it.
That's exactly why you watch it.
Okay, we know that women cannot compete with men. The Williams sisters will tell you that. Okay, Serena, who had won Wimbledon and won the Australian Open, she said, okay, she would lose to the 390th player in the ranked player in the world. Okay,
in the world.
She admitted that. She said, no, we can't compete with them. So I don't know why y'all make that comparison. Where everybody knows. I remember the thing is, it was a USA soccer team that actually played. Women's soccer team actually played some junior boys in high school and lost. Got shut out. Okay. The link was for
somebody earlier.
Somebody earlier. So this is just Snowman Showcase. Let's go ahead and play a little bit more of this, and then we're gonna close out because we are like an hour and a half in. So
yeah,
somebody could do this all night, but anyway.
Thank you, Caitlin. Like truly, Caitlin.
But you've done what you needed to do. Now go.
You changed the trajectory of the future of the WNBA. Caitlin, you are probably more important to your sport as far as the trajectory of that monetary future than maybe any athlete in their sports history outside of Tiger Woods and maybe Serena Williams.
If you're the WNBA, why wouldn't you, not just Caitlin Clark, the Paige Beckers, the Olivia Miles, the Kelsey Mitchells, obviously we know what Asia gonna do. Why wouldn't you want Caitlin Clark to go crazy, meaning in games? Why wouldn't you protect her? Why wouldn't you make sure that people, quote unquote, stop playing dirty with her? Because it's shown when she does well,
yes,
the league does better.
Yes.
Yep.
So why wouldn't you want to protect her in that sense to where, all right, y'all keep doing this, you suspension. All right, they'll stop.
Yeah, they
You
will.
start spinning these girls like they'll stop. They'll stop doing it. Because now you do it again, now it's gonna be 2-3 games. We ain't making enough.
And try doing that to Michael Jordan back in the day. Okay.
Oh,
I mean, you could play him, you could play him rough, but thing is, when you went over the top, okay, Stern was actually gonna suspend your ass. Okay.
just ask Bill Laimbeer. Just ask Isaiah Thomas.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
Here's a name for you. Just ask Adrian Dantley. Just ask Mark Aguirre, the entire bad boy Piston organization who developed the Jordan rules, by the way.
Yeah.
But David Stern wasn't playing that shit.
Yeah. If I thought Olivia Miles was that chick, I would tell you she was that chick. Okay. And
I know I'd tell you that.
Yeah. And the thing is, and Caitlyn, I'll say, okay, she got hype. Okay. I wasn't sure about her until her first couple of games. Okay, she's a real deal.
Yeah.
Okay. When they couldn't catch her passes because they weren't expecting to hit them in between players, I said, okay, she's a real deal. And because in the beginning she had nobody that could actually play with her.
Right.
Nobody.
For her first season.
Yeah.
For rookie season, no one could play with her because the passes were coming before they were expecting it. But then they got time. They got time to develop. Then the Olympic break happened. Caitlyn was able to rest for a month.
Yeah.
And the second half of her rookie year, they were averaging 95 points a game. Because they were they're catching the passes. This year, kind of the same thing at the start because she missed 30 some odd games and missed the playoffs last year. And Stephanie White had to juggle her rotations and sign players and let go of players and things like that. And Junior Night Reigns, I beg to differ because you're talking to a man that has covered women's basketball. I said 2017 for the entirety of my career, which is going to be 31 years this August. It's fun, especially when you're there, especially with a talent like Caitlin Clark being there. Because the first Caitlin Clark game I did was the Big Ten championship against Nebraska.
Yeah.
Before the 2024 tournament.
Yeah. You know what? I'll actually reboot what I read, what I actually did on my MGTOW page. Okay, it's coming out of coming from Carol Quigley. Okay, college sports and pro sports was always entertainment. It's always about selling tickets. Okay, it was never about competition. It's never about competition. Okay,
no.
The intramural sports and stuff like that was about exercise for the boys. Okay.
Yeah.
But the thing is, all those stadium stuff like that, it was always about selling tickets. Always has been. It's not.
Let me add this. In 1982, March 29th, for the first time, the NCAA men's Final Four was played in a dome, the Superdome in New Orleans. That's the first time they ever played in a place that was not an arena with 17,000 fans. 61,200 that night. And that was Michael Jordan's first ever game winner against Georgetown. Now to solidify BGS's point about it being entertainment and all of being about selling tickets, every year for the Final Four, they have it in the stadium where they can have at least 70,000 seats because the NCAA gets a big fat cut out of that.
Yeah. Okay. Knight, if it's not that entertaining, why is Caitlin Clark's jersey the second highest jersey selling in all of basketball? Because if they're not entertaining, people don't want to watch her. Why is that?
If it's not entertaining,
riddle me that, sir.
Also, riddle me this. If it's not entertaining, why is every game for Caitlin Clark's season being televised this year?
Yes.
Why is every single game for Caitlin Clark and the Fever, whether it be CBS, NBC Peacock, who's getting their teeth in the back into the WNBA? I mentioned CBS, of course. ESPN has the main part of the contract. USA has the bulk of the contract.
Yeah.
One of those networks for every single game this year is going to pick up a Fever game.
Yeah. Kobe was a great player, but he was not. He wasn't the best player on his team when Shaq was there. Not even close.
Mm-mm.
Not even close.
They always rode through Shaq.
And without Andrew Bynum, Kobe would not have won a championship without a big man. And I'm a Laker, so I know better.
Without that 3-point goal by Metta World Peace in 2010 in Game 7.
Yeah. With that, but thing is, if Andrew Bynum doesn't play, the Lakers get swept by Boston again. Okay.
True. Because it should have been a 4-game sweep in 2008.
The thing is, that might be the best sports for you to watch, but the thing is, that's not what we talked about. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about a very specific case and a very specific time, and basically, Caitlin Clark is the most popular female athlete on the planet right now.
She is.
So I don't know what you're reading. I don't know what you're thinking. Okay, you might disagree with it, but it is what it is. Okay.
I'll give you an example of her coming back from an injury and how her impact affected attendance, not just at the arena, but also television viewing. When she came back last year for a home game against New York after missing 5 games with an injury, and she dropped 32 points, the numbers were off the charts.
Yeah,
they were back that game alone. Every Caitlin Clark game, I believe this to be true. I have to research it and continue this discussion a little later because I know we're getting into an hour and a half here. I think every single game that Caitlin Clark has played in the WNBA has attracted at least a 7-figure audience.
Yeah. We ain't signing. I watched Kobe since Summer League when he was 17 years old. Okay. I watched him like a little brother. Okay. He's not the greatest player ever. Not even close. Okay. Not even close. Okay. There's a whole bunch of people, a lot better than Kobe. Okay. Okay.
Even when Michael Jordan was asked the question, he said he's not the greatest because it would be a lot of disrespect to the players that came before him.
Okay. If you want the best player, arguably in the NBA ever, is probably Chamberlain. Magic would
go with that.
Magic would tell you. So basically, Magic said they were training, they're playing a pickup game at UCLA, and Wilt was 50 years old, right? And Magic pissed him off. He said, "I said y'all won't score another point on this side of the court, okay?" And Wilt shut the whole team down for about 20 minutes.
Yep.
Magic will tell you that. That was Wilt at 50. Okay. Prove it. Go ahead and prove it. We ain't signing shit. I saw these players. Okay, we ain't signed shit. You're not even old enough. I saw these players play.
Now, I cannot speak to Chamberlain and Bill Russell except for the highlights that I've seen. You know, BGS is 13 years on me when it comes to basketball. I only started watching basketball in 1980, but I think 4.5 decades worth of basketball will tell me what a great basketball player is. I've seen highlights of Bill Russell. I've seen highlights of Wilt Chamberlain. My first favorite center was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with that sky hook.
Guess who Bill Russell said is the greatest player he's ever seen? Chamberlain. Yes.
And they went at it for years.
Yeah.
They went at it for years, man.
I saw Kobe grow up. I saw Kobe, and I love Kobe. I saw him grow up. I saw him play. Okay, Kobe was not the best player. He wasn't even the best player on the Lakers team.
On the Lakers, I'll give you an example. 1997, when Kobe and Shaq and the Lakers were in the playoffs, they were playing Utah.
Yeah,
Kobe had 2 shots to win a game.
Yeah, he's 18 years old, man, and you put him in a position he shouldn't have been in. Okay.
Yeah.
He should. And basically the reason he took the shot is because of the other guard that Dale Harris hated. What's his name?
Fisher?
No, it wasn't Fisher. Because they traded him right after. God. Oh God!
I'm trying to remember his name.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Fisher. It was not Fisher. It was Eddie Jones.
No, it wasn't Eddie Jones. It was
Wasn't Eddie Jones? Okay.
No, he was a point guard. He was a point guard. I'm trying to remember his name. Okay, him and Dell and him hated each other. Okay.
Okay.
And so it came down to the last shot because they were triple teaming Shaq. Okay, so they couldn't get him the ball, and Dell called his number not once but twice to take the last shot. I said, "You an 18-year-old in the conference finals, and you have him take the shot? Okay, rest of the disaster. Okay, Nick Van Exel, yeah,
Nick Van Exel, that's him.
He could not stand him. They couldn't stand
him.
And Nick was over there calling for the ball, but he called Kobe's name.
He called Kobe's number twice.
Kobe shouldn't have even been in the fucking game at that point. Okay.
And it was a road game.
Yeah, it was a road game.
It was a road because it was in Salt Lake City.
It was a road game. Okay. Kobe's not even a fucking starter. What's he doing in the game?
In the closing seconds.
Yeah.
In the closing seconds.
So I don't put that on him. So basically, we ain't signing shit. I beg to differ. Okay, I seen the kid grow up. I seen him when he played his first summer league game. Okay, when he's 17, I seen the kid grow up. I'm a Laker fan through and through. Okay, I love the guy. You know, I was heartbroken when he died. Okay, but thing is,
same.
He ain't the greatest player. I'm sorry. Okay, now if he was, I would say it. He's not even the greatest Laker. If he was, I would say it.
And I brought the Kobe story up of that game against Utah. It was game 1, West semifinals, because it got in Kobe's head that he wasn't able to hit the winning shot. And he had 2 shots at it.
Yeah, 2 shots.
What's the first thing? So what's the first thing he did? He got back in the gym.
He got back in the gym and
he needed to strengthen his legs.
Yeah, he worked harder. And the thing is, one. Okay, and I know Dell loved Kobe, and he put Kobe in that position. And the thing is, okay, Kobe's not Magic.
No.
Okay, Kobe's not Magic. Magic at that stage was a much better player. Okay, the thing is, Magic didn't play 20 years.
That's why Judd Heathcote told Magic, "You're ready."
Yeah, you're ready.
After his sophomore year in 1979, and at that time, Magic won the NCAA championship.
Yeah. Okay, let me ask you this, hot sauce. Who was in his rookie year at 19 years old was the 20 years old was the NBA Finals MVP?
1980.
Who was the NBA Finals MVP?
May 23rd, 1980.
He's not
at the Spectrum in Philadelphia.
Okay, Kobe's not even the greatest Laker. Okay, must be the greatest player.
Because on Game 6 in Philadelphia, 42 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists.
7 assists. Okay,
and they made that vote halfway through the fourth quarter of who the MVP is, and Brent Musburger even said it even before the horn sounded.
Yeah, because I was there. I was there the game before when Kareem went out with an ankle injury. Okay, I actually saw. Remember that reverse layup that Dr. J did along the baseline. Okay,
Game 4. Yep,
I saw that, man. All you could see was him disappear behind a wall of players, man, and come out the other side. And everybody said, "How the fuck did he make that?"
Exactly. Exactly. I'm watching that with my parents, and we're sitting there going, "What the fuck just happened?"
Yeah,
because he was trapped. Michael Cooper had a piece of him. Magic Johnson had a piece of him. Jim Jones had a piece of him. And all you see is this hand come out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, coming out
on the other side of the rim.
Yeah, and then because I couldn't. Because I was actually standing there on the opposite end, man. I could not. He just disappeared, man. So you don't get that block. Okay? Or he's out of bounds or something like that. I said, how the fuck did he make that? Anyway, let's finish this, man.
I saw that. I saw that play. Listening to the call with Brent Musburger, and I was watching it. I'm watching it with my parents.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, he disappeared.
Yeah. I was in the stadium that night. So yeah.
He disappeared.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you see a number 6 come out of nowhere. Everybody in the stadium's going, the fuck was that?
Yeah. I'm sorry, but Magic owns this town. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh yeah.
In LA. He
Oh,
always
yeah.
has. Always has.
Money to be getting suspended without pay. They're gonna stop doing it because I feel like if Caitlin Clark is playing well, it's more eyes on the W. And you can say, "Oh, the CBA." Well, now we look into the next CBA.
Yep.
Because she's gonna be playing when the next CBA is up, and so the better she plays, I believe, the more money everybody will make.
I'm not saying you're wrong, Kieran. Can't wait for you to chime in after this. I'm not saying you're wrong. All I'm saying is, simply put, is the W just at this point better without her? I'm not saying you're wrong, but what it takes for you to be right is way more complex than what it takes for me to be right.
Because she's already done what like
what it
thank
takes.
you. Appreciate you.
It's almost like if you have an injury or an ailment or whatever the case may be, and the doctors say, well, hey, we can just get rid of it, or you can do all of these different types of things for us to maintain it. More often than not, these happen with like women health issues. After a woman gives birth, and it's like, hey, you no longer need this body part to give birth, right? So we can just get rid of it. We just remove it. Yeah. You're not having any more kids, right? Okay, yes, it might expedite certain things as far as it pertains to like you and your womanhood, et cetera, but like we can just remove it, or you can alter this part of your lifestyle and that part of your lifestyle, and hey, don't drink it. Hey, don't.
Would you get rid of Michael Jordan in his 3rd year?
Hell no.
Would you get rid of Magic in his 3rd year?
Nope.
Would you get rid of Bird in his 3rd year?
Not a chance.
Okay.
Not a chance.
So I don't.
In fact, it was Michael's 3rd year where he first led the league in scoring.
Okay. Would you have gotten rid of Barry Sanders in his 3rd year?
No.
And these are football players. Okay. Come on now.
Would you get rid of Joe Montana in his 3rd year?
No, you wouldn't. Okay.
Would you? It's called cutting off your nose to spite your face. Would you? All the players that BGS just mentioned, would you get rid of them in their 3rd year, knowing they're making your league a lot of money, they're making you a lot of money, they're putting asses in the seats, they're putting eyes on the television?
Yeah. Hot sauce. I'm in LA. Okay. Kobe. If Andrew Bynum does not play, okay,
Game 7,
because Kobe had 3 years to rejigger a team and win without Shaq, okay, and Kobe actually wanted to get Andrew Bynum traded because he was jealous of him.
Yep,
he was on the phone, and they had to sit Kobe down and talk to him because he was trying to get Andrew Bynum traded because Andrew Bynum was taking his place. Okay, Kobe got injured. Okay. Kobe got injured at the beginning of the season, okay, and the team went on a run, and Kobe said, "Oh shit, I got a damn good team with these guys." Okay, remember what happened? What happened to Kobe in the championship against Boston when Andrew Bynum didn't play the first time? What happened to him? They got waxed.
They got smacked.
Okay, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I love
look at game 6 of that series, 2008, when Bynum didn't play. They lost by 31 points.
Yes, they did. Okay. I'm not saying that Kobe's not a great player. He's not a great Laker, blah, blah, blah. He's one of the all-time greats. I'm not saying that he's not, okay? He ain't the best Laker, boss. I'm sorry.
For me, the greatest Laker is Magic Johnson.
Magic probably is the greatest player, okay? With Kareem is probably second, okay?
Why do you think Lawrence Tanner, the longtime PA announcer, got so excited when Magic was doing something stupid?
Magic did a lot of stupid shit. Magic got a lot of people traded and fired, behind the scenes. But
I believe it.
For a different day. Okay.
I believe that's a discussion for another day. I believe it. I absolutely believe it. What's the old fable about Michael Jordan? If his tongue is out, something bad's gonna happen to the opponent.
Oh yeah. And I in the beginning I was not a Michael Jordan fan, but the thing is, you had to give him his credit.
Yep.
I wasn't a fan of Michael Jordan, but the thing is, you got to give a boy his credit.
I went to game 2 of the 91 finals in old Chicago Stadium. To this day, I swear I left my ears in that joint. and my voice. Magic and Michael playing for the world championship.
Yeah.
And it's in 2 largest markets. You think NBC wasn't licking their chops for that shit?
Yeah. Hot sauce. Respectfully, hot sauce. I've been a Laker fan since 1967. Okay, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I was there when we wasn't winning championship, losing to Boston. Okay, what the hell I'm talking about? Okay.
Oh, so you were there when Tom Hyacin's, I think it was Tom Hyacin's. No, check that. Don Nelson's shot in the form went off the back of the rim and fell through, and they had to leave the balloons up in the forum.
Yes, I was there. Okay.
They had to leave the balloons up because the story goes they had a whole bunch of balloons up at the top.
You ready to drop?
They were ready to drop, and they were ready to celebrate.
Yep.
Then Don Nelson took care of that in the final seconds of Game 7.
Yep.
And Bill Russell was the player coach at the time.
Yeah.
Bill Russell was the player coach at the time, and he said they're going to be really mad when they have to take down those balloons one by one.
Yeah, there's a long story behind Norm Nixon and Kobe and really Norm. Okay, Norm was a wild child when he was in LA, but I'm not going to even talk about that. Especially since my grandson dances for his wife, for Debbie. Do no wrong, okay?
Right.
He's dancing for Debbie right now, so I can't. So she can do no wrong right now, okay?
Right.
Anyway, let's finish this off, and we're gonna close out, and because it's almost 2 hours, okay?
Yeah.
And we'll try to do this. You want to do this every Monday or what? What do you want to do?
Every Monday.
You like how is this? You actually give me some give me a list of things I need to look at because I don't actually have time to look at everything. So So give me a list so I actually get up to speed on stuff. But thing is, I know this was actually breaking right now. That's why I actually checked it out.
And this
is the big story right here. Go ahead.
And it's going to continue to. What do you always say? This week in the W.
They should have done it, man. Remember what is it in the NFL? What did they call it during preseason when they actually followed a team around?
Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks. Okay, they should have done this with the W, man. And women have way more drama than men do.
Dear Lord, basketball wives, anybody?
Yeah. If it was Hard Knocks, I'd be following Shedeur Sanders right now in Cleveland. Take advantage of it. That's why I said last year. I said watch him and take it. I've seen people with no careers on YouTube rise up and get 100,000 subs just off of Caitlin Clark.
Yep. Every game I've done this year, I've gotten a few subs off of that.
It was up to me. You know, I would say, give me a This Week in the W, just like the Kardashians, man. You make a lot of these people stars. Sophie Cunningham has become a star.
Yep.
By being controversial, coming to the. I have to give her credit.
She came to the defense of Caitlin Clark.
She played it exactly right. She said, "I'm coming in to make a name. Fuck all that. I'm gonna let her be the star. I'm gonna ride her till the wheels fall off." And Sophie coming in is making like $1 million or $2 million a year right now.
Just
off the press. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's gonna grow.
Yep.
That's gonna grow big time.
I mean, it's not. You think it was gonna slow down? It's not even slowing down.
Man, the think of the Roadrunner cartoons, folks. Coyote trying to figure out which way is. There's a Roadrunner cartoon, and I'll keep this short, called Fast and Furious, where the Coyote gets some jet propelled shoes.
I remember that.
And they're chasing each other on the overpass. Different places the first 2 times, and then the 3rd time you see Coyote stop 3 separate times, and he's wondering where he went, and the Roadrunner comes right behind him and runs his ass over it.
yeah. After he stops, yep.
And then the shoes ran out of power.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
All right.
That's how I feel about this right now.
It's I mean, we were spot on from the very beginning. Clothes and drama. And they doubled down on the drama.
And then some.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
I wish they would. I wish Olivia Miles would do something that actually cause controversy, okay?
If Olivia Miles, if you want to cause controversy, be a better player and be Caitlin Clark. Period.
Yeah.
Period. Beat her on the floor. Okay. You beat Caitlin Clark at her own game, which is jump shots, which is taking your team as far as you can, and you go through the crap that Caitlin Clark has gone through.
Yeah. The difference between Olivia Miles and Paige Buckner is Olivia Miles is on a much better team.
Yes.
Much better team.
Much better.
Yeah.
And Johnny, you're right. Cunningham is to Caitlin as Oakley was to MJ or Jack Haley was to Robin. True on both of those counts.
I'm not saying Olivia Miles is not very good. As I said she was, but she's not transcendent like Caitlin. She's not Caitlin Clark.
She's not moving the needle.
She's not moving the needle, okay? And Hidalgo, maybe once Hidalgo gets here, she may be able to do it. But thing is,
same with Juju Watkins, maybe,
But
Juju Watkins is coming off of an ACL injury,
which is bad. Yeah, we have to see when they get here. We have to see what they do. You cannot tell a player until they get here. Just like Wemby. Wemby had potential until you actually see him in summer league. Once you see him in summer league, okay, he got it. You can say he's got it.
I saw Wemby play in person when I helped Spurs Radio when they played in Indianapolis, and I had my doubts about Wembanyama. I had my doubts. Then I saw him play.
Yeah. And it's only a matter of time.
Yep.
You see him play. Yeah. Same thing with Olivia. I would like to see her improve. Like I said, she's got a lot of efficiencies. Okay, like her mid range is okay.
Off.
It's a little off. Okay, she don't have Buckner's mid. Buckner has a very good mid range. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Becker's worked on that mid range.
Yeah.
At UConn.
Yeah.
And Gino Orema let her work on it. He told her to work on that mid range.
Yeah, she got an excellent mid range. Probably has the best mid range shot in the W. Okay. Olivia Miles is a good ball handler, very good ball handler. Okay. She kind of reminds me of Kelsey Mitchell going to the hole. Same in the same fashion. But the thing is, if they're not guarding at the 3-point line, that means they don't believe in your shot.
Right.
And she's open a lot on the 3-point line. Okay. Okay. Caitlin Clark will never be able to cross half court not being guarded. Okay?
Nope.
And if she's lined up on the 3-point line, they're gonna somebody coming to double her. Okay.
It was true in Iowa, and it's true now.
Yeah.
Same with Steph Curry. Don't leave him alone.
No, you can't. Okay, now you got to pick him up at half court and pray that he doesn't.
What does the crew say? What is Stephen Curry's range? Yes.
And I've seen it. I've seen Steph Curry shoot from the stands. Okay. Legitimately.
What is Caitlin Clark's range? Yes.
Anyhow, closing thoughts, Snowman. Did you have a good time?
I had a great time.
Okay.
I had a great what I'll do in the future is like give you a list of subjects.
Yeah.
This one was just low hanging fruit, and we have both talked about it for weeks at a time. Yeah, we talked about this for 2.5 years. Yeah. This one was too easy. So what we'll do, before we come on, we'll get a list of subjects together, what happened throughout the week.
So I can actually research it and be more knowledgeable because I don't follow it like you do. So I need a little bit more spot on what you're going to talk about. But this was actually easy. Okay.
This is way easy.
Like
this was fun too.
Like with LeBron. Okay, he's 41. Okay, his time is up in LA. They need to rebuild. Okay, they can't rebuild with him here. Okay, and plus the Busts do not own the team anymore. So the owners want to go in a different direction.
We can hit that next week.
Yeah, in my opinion, I'll actually listen to Locked On Lakers and Laker Film Room because they actually go behind.
Thank you for pointing me to Laker Film Room. I love that.
I actually got him a job because Jeannie Buss did not like me commenting on their thing. So,
you told me that.
Yes, it's with the
aren't you like persona non grata with the Lakers?
With the I think they start with the name of the Wachowski brothers. I can't remember their names, but thing is whatever the two brothers, I got them a job because I used to come on the Laker line when they were on, and all of a sudden, whoop, okay, all of a sudden they getting jobs, man. Same thing with Locked On Lakers, and same thing with the Laker Film Room. All of a sudden they were getting jobs. Okay,
okay,
Because Jeannie Buss did not like because I said that you
told the truth is what you did.
Was Kobe's ACL? No, it's his shoulder. His shoulder's all screwed up. So he can't play every game, and I don't know why he tried to bank on him. Is because he can't play every game, and Jeannie Buss took exception to that. So cut him out. So
are you surprised at that? Nope.
I know some of the players. I know I think and plus Jimmy Buss likes me, so which is probably another reason that she doesn't like me. And I hear the back because I know a guy that drives for them and hear all the background that goes back and forth with the Buss the Buss family drama. So
oh God.
But they made it like $1 billion each off of that sale, so I'm sure they're good. Yeah,
they're like, okay, we got what we needed. We're out.
Okay, Cash Rank, he's going live right after me. So you're okay with this? Okay, but thing is, okay, so we try to do this every Monday.
Yeah, and I can move the bet. I usually have Monday Night Baseball, but we had talked about this for a little over a month, and then last week was Jody's birthday, and then my anniversary was Thursday.
Okay,
every Monday is great. I can just move my baseball game to Tuesday.
Okay,
and do that.
Okay,
because a lot of streamers are doing Monday Night Baseball. I'll do Tuesday Night Baseball. That's no problem.
Oh, it's up to you, man. It's flexible. One thing is, okay, I think Monday works for you better.
Monday's better. Monday's better for me.
Okay, all right. So we'll try to do that and make it a regular thing and try to get some eyeballs on you. So people drop the link to his channel. Go, you guys, people inside of my voice, go over there and actually subscribe to Snowman. Okay. And what time do you actually do your shows?
10 a.m. Eastern is when I'm on.
Okay.
And I got baseball tomorrow night at 6:30 Eastern.
Who you doing?
White Sox and Orioles.
Oh, fuck them Cubs.
You know I'm a South Side of my heart.
Fuck them Cubs.
The man, I'll tell you what, I'll leave you with this. The first time you put that up there and I saw that, I walked out of this studio cracking up. I walked out of here cracking up. Jody hears me, comes in, says, what are you laughing at? She sees it and she walks out. Because I'm a South Sider to my heart. I've been a Sox fan for years. Me, my dad, and my granddad, and my nephew were all Sox fans. But first time you did fuck them Cubs,
it's a long. Remember the Men and the Bear. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. and then remember, and I think it was Insecure where she actually threw the baby in the trash can.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And then as far as stepfather said, "Fuck them Cubs." So,
fuck them Cubs.
put the two things together.
Yep. And it's an award winner. So you can keep that thumbnail the way it is. It's perfect.
You like that?
I love it.
Okay.
I love it because it describes what we're doing. It describes me. All we have to do is like what you do every day when you punch the clock is just put a subject on it.
Yes.
Other than that, That's good. That's golden.
Okay, because I thought I said who's the most famous snowman? Frosty or Snowman? Okay, with a
Yep.
sock hat on. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
and a lot of people ask me where'd I get the nickname from? First of all, my last name is Snow, and I've been called Snowman for years.
Yes.
All of my friends way back in grammar school were calling me Snowman.
Oh yeah.
I just turned it into a brand.
Sometimes not always nicely either. So.
No. Hey, listen.
You got a lot of Frosty and Snowman jokes, didn't you?
I still get them. Swear to God, I am 53 years old and I still get them. So when I saw that thumbnail, I said, "This is perfect."
I was thinking about it. It said this kind of fits. Let me try this.
It does. A Frosty the Snowman face with a White Sox hat. Perfect.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Leave it like that.
Okay. All right, Snowman, man. I know you got to go clean up, man, and get ready for bed with Jody. So.
Yep. I gotta get ready. Gotta get ready for bed, and I gotta get ready for tomorrow because I know Jody's gonna do some running around before I hop on the air. But man, thank you for this. This has got to be a weekly thing with us. I had a whole lot of fun. I had a hell of a lot of fun. Thank you.
Me and you talking shit.
Yep. I think somebody suggested that we should get together and talk shit anyway.
Yeah. It's a bunch of people actually.
Yeah. So, folks, here you go. and Charles, we kicked the O's ass tonight, 8-2. It took us six runs in the 8th inning, but it got done. Yeah. Sox and O's tomorrow with me, folks, at 6:35 Eastern. I'll be up at 6:30 with the pregame. 10 a.m. tomorrow. Snowman in the morning, 10 to 1. And this will be one of the subjects. So watch out.
Watch out. All right, good people. And since we're doing a sports show, let me go ahead and give you Kobe, my little brother.
What can I say? Mamba out.
Muzyka Denis 7.